Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you'd forgive anything? Until one secret changed everything? I thought my marriage was unbreakable, but one text message on a cold Thanksgiving night turned my world upside down. The penthouse apartment. In Manhattan smelled of roasted turkey and cinnamon candles, the kind that promised warmth and family. The clinking of wine glasses and laughter from my in-laws filled the air as I set the table, my husband Ethan's hand brushing mine with that familiar spark. We'd been married for 8 years, the couple everyone envied, high school sweethearts who built a cozy life together, complete with a corner office at a marketing firm and a golden retriever named Max. But that night, as the city's skyline glittered through the floor-to-ceiling windows, something in Ethan's eyes felt distant, like he was somewhere else. I caught him glancing at his phone, a quick flicker of his thumb to hide the screen. "Work again?" I asked, trying to keep my voice light. He nodded, too fast, his smile tight. "Just a client, Sarah," he said, but his fingers gripped the phone like it was a lifeline. The chatter around the table grew louder. My sister-in-law, joking about the burnt pie, my mother-in-law fussing over the gravy, but I couldn't shake the unease. Later, when Ethan stepped out to take a call, I grabbed his phone from the counter. My hands shook as I typed in his passcode. Our anniversary, 0417. A single text glowed on the screen from a contact named L. "Miss you already. Can't wait for tomorrow." My stomach dropped. The room spun, the scent of turkey now sour in my throat. I scrolled up, each message a dagger. Late-night plans, flirty emojis, a photo of a woman in a red coat, her smile too familiar. I set the phone down, my pulse pounding in my ears. The laughter from the dining room felt like it was mocking me. Ethan came back, his face casual, but his eyes darted to the phone. I forced a smile, passing him the mashed potatoes, but my mind was racing. How long had this been going on? Was I blind? That night, as we cleared the dishes, I watched him. Every glance, every nervous twitch of his mouth. He kissed my forehead, but it felt hollow, like a habit he'd forgotten the meaning of. For days, I said nothing. I went through the motions, morning coffee, walks with Max, client meetings, but every night I lay awake, piecing together the clues. A receipt for a hotel I'd never been to. A faint trace of perfume on his jacket. Nothing like mine. Each discovery was a slow burn, fueling something inside me I didn't recognize. Rage. I wasn't going to cry or beg. I wanted Ethan to feel the weight of his betrayal, to see it unravel in front of everyone he cared about. So I planned. The next family gathering was a week later, a post-Thanksgiving brunch at our apartment. I invited everyone, his parents, his sister, even his boss, and I invited Elle, posing as a work colleague who happened to be in town. I found her number in his phone, sent a text from a burner app. "Ethan's hosting a brunch. He'd love for you to meet the team. 11 a.m. our place." She replied instantly, "Can't wait." My heart pounded, but I felt alive, like I was finally in control. The morning of the brunch, the apartment buzzed with energy. The smell of fresh coffee and bacon filled the air, the table set with my grandmother's china. Ethan was all smiles, playing the perfect host, but I saw the sweat on his brow when I mentioned a surprise guest. When the doorbell rang, I opened it to a woman in a red coat, her smile bright until she saw me. "You must be Laura," I said, loud enough for the room to hear. Ethan froze, his coffee mug trembling in his hand. The room went quiet, forks clattering against plates. "Sarah, what's going on?" he stammered, but I didn't let him finish. I pulled out my phone where I'd saved screenshots of their texts and held it up. "Everyone, meet Laura, Ethan's client," I said, my voice sharp as glass. I read one aloud. "I'll leave her soon, baby. Just need time." His mother gasped. His boss's face hardened. Laura's eyes widened, and she bolted for the door, but the damage was done. Ethan's world was crumbling, and I stood tall, watching it fall. But that wasn't the end. As the guests left, whispering, Ethan grabbed my arm. "Sarah, please. Let me explain." I cut him off. "Explain what? That you've been lying for months?" I walked away, leaving him in the empty apartment, the echo of the door slamming louder than any apology. I thought I'd feel free, victorious. But that night, alone in a hotel room, I opened an email I'd been avoiding. It was from my doctor, a follow-up from a routine checkup. The words blurred through my tears. Abnormal results. Urgent. Follow-up needed. I'd been so consumed by Ethan's betrayal that I hadn't noticed my own body betraying me. The next day, I sat in the doctor's office hearing words like tests and specialist. I'd planned the perfect revenge, but now, facing my own truth, I wondered, had I wasted my strength on him when I needed it for myself? If this story shook you, hit that like button and subscribe to Cheating Stories Twist for more heart-pounding tales of betrayal and redemption. Have you ever faced a betrayal that changed your life? Share your story in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with someone who loves a good twist.